I wish somebody would have told me how when you turn 30, dating is going to be. I would have stayed in my mother's uterus. I just turned 30. At my big ass age, I am dealing with inconsiderate, lack of effort, don't know how to plan a date or just properly communicate on a daily basis as men.
Whoa, wait a minute. This woman has definitely been warned. This woman has definitely been told that this could potentially happen to her. But my question is, who has she been listening to?
I just want to let y'all know, be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life.
So what I do is I date multiples.
Okay.
And I keep my options open.
In fact, can you guys see why she's having these type of problems? Because she's attractive enough to where she should not have these type of problems. Next thing is, why are women having these types of problems? Why do they not know what dating actually is? Comment your thoughts under this video, like the video, and hype the video so more people can see this video. My name is Bertrand. This is the Confidence and Clarity channel. So let's get back into this video and then have this conversation. Here we go.
I wish somebody would have told me how when you turn 30, dating is going to be. I would have stayed my ass in my mother's uterus.
See, you didn't think this through. This is what happens when you make dumb decisions in life. That almost cost you yours.
I just turned 30. At my big ass age, I am dealing with inconsiderate, lack of effort, don't know how to plan a date or just properly communicate on a daily basis as men. A can't even have a regular date with a nigga before they trying to get in your pants. Like, I feel like if I would...
This isn't rocket science, sweetheart. In fact, listen, this woman is attractive, so I'm going to give her that right off the bat. But if women think that men are taking you on dates to smell your breath or watch you eat, you're insane. Yes, the whole reason for the interaction is sex. So only deal with the men you like.
I knew that being a pretty successful, no kid having ass bitch meant I'm just an experience to a man. I would have stayed my ass home. I would have stayed my ass in my mom's uterus. As a matter of fact, not even in her uterus, because I wouldn't even made it that. Take the next sperm, because it's not me. I don't need to be here. I don't understand what is up with society in 2026. I didn't understand it was this hard to date, to find someone that has a solid mental capacity, that actually just wants to get to know someone else. But it seems like in this generation, all that people want to do is just have experience after experience after experience after experience after experience. And they don't actually want to lock in and get to know someone. They just want to actually just be there for a moment and just experience what they can and go on to the next person. And I just don't.
Now, why? Why is this? Why do you only want to deal with a woman for a moment? This right here. Listen, when I've been romantically involved with women who drink wine, it's funny to me how their cup stays full. That has always tripped me out. But the other thing is the nagging and the complaining happens a lot. Now, you may be able to get past it and get to what you're looking for, but are you going to want to keep going through that process? You get tired of it.
Understand, I can't comprehend, I don't relate. And it's like I still have to go through the trials, tribulations between self-care and just focusing on myself, to then dating, to then focusing back on myself, to then focusing on my career and my money and my finances, to then just self-care.
Welcome to the world of being an adult. You know what? Welcome to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall.
Once again, to then dating, just to go back to self-care again. Not even that. Where the do I belong at this point? Because it ain't 2026. It ain't here. But let me digress and still have faith. Get to know me as a person. Actually know how to court and date. Not just do it for a day or for one date or 2 days just to see if they can get in my pants, but actually want to get to know me because they actually see something in the future. Instead of being a grown-ass man in your 30s and still not figuring out if you want to settle down or if you still want to be out there and you're a hunk. Like,
We got to address the shame. The shame is going completely out the window. Ladies, men are getting to that point to where we no longer give a damn about this type of shame, because this is like trying to shame a woman for her body count. Like, if a man wants a wife, he wants a woman that doesn't have a bunch of people who have jumped up and down on her. Okay. Men do not want that, but we can't shame women for that anymore. So we're not going to be shamed by this anymore. But what do I know? I'm just a guy who has kids, who's been married and divorced, and now here I am.
to be an unk with no kids and you still acting like a player, you're a loser at that point. Because I still believe that there's someone for everybody. Maybe not when you want it, but eventually.
False. I'm sorry, I had to stop this again. False. There's not someone for everyone. Ladies, you must compete. Why? Because there are millions more of you than there are men. I know it's hard to see when you're looking at your DMs, but a simple Google search will let you know there's 2 million more women in the United States than when you look at the entire planet. Now we're talking billion.
You're going to meet that person that actually has the same mindset as you, and you're going to be able to relate the same way that they can correlate to you. But until that time, dating.
F dating? That's what dating is actually for. It's to have sex. That's what dating is for. Ladies, I need y'all to understand this, because I'm seeing that you guys are really, really struggling for this. So let me make this simple, because this is the Confidence and Clarity channel. Dating is for sex. Courting is an event. It's a family event that's usually coordinated by the men or ran by the men in your family to help you find the right guy or the potential right guy. That's what dating and courting is for. But women have changed the complete meaning of dating and what it actually means. In fact, we constantly hear, or I constantly say, D or duh is what you're actually looking for when it comes to that date. Her biggest issue is she's treating the man like the men she's not interested in, meaning he does not get any special treatment. Therefore, she does not get any special treatment. Now, if you really paid attention to what she was saying, she is telling us exactly why men are only around her for a moment. I've already pointed out the fact that the wine is causing her to nag and complain. Now pair that with the fact that she doesn't even have children she doesn't even have children yet. So based on the fact that she doesn't have any children, based on the fact that she is attractive but she looks expensive, meaning you can start to see the maintenance that she needs to be attractive. And maybe she is actually attractive, but as a man, I can now see the maintenance that she needs. Even though I called this woman attractive, her attitude would make you reconsider. Her attitude would make you say, you know what? Wait a minute, is this something that I can deal with? How accommodating is this woman? In fact, is this woman the star, or is she looking to support the star? Now, if you listen to her, it sounds like it's all about her. Big problem. And the other problem is she's really listening to the wrong women. She's listening to the wrong people. In fact, she's listening to women who have no good intentions for her. She's looking to be like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, but she's hoping for the Sierra result. Now, I need y'all to understand, as much as we got on Sierra has not presented herself the same way that Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B are. Speaking of Cardi B, it looks like she got back with Stefan Diggs. Looks like she got back with the guy who got 3 other women pregnant while she was pregnant, meaning he had 4 children on the way. Shout out to Cardi B, man. Hey, sometimes you gotta go back. Sometimes you just gotta go back. After looking at her profile, I said, you know what? This is not the type of woman you get to yourself, because she's so into social media and showing off the goods that you're going to be highly disappointed. And then you're going to ask yourself, is this worth my peace? She may think she's worth it, but she's not considering the fact that she may not be worth it for him. She may not be worth the money spent, the effort spent. And in fact, you know what? She did bring up effort. So let me go ahead and tackle that really quick for the ladies out there. The reason why you gals are constantly experiencing men who give low effort and energy or whatever is because you don't appreciate what's being done. Dates are for you. Right? Dates are literally a meeting before you go have sex. Here's an example we can all follow. A husband takes his wife out on a date. I know you gals are not wives, but hear me out. A husband takes his wife out on a date. He doesn't get any. He does not get to jump up and down on that woman. Do you think he's going to take that woman out? Do you think he's going to take his wife out again on another date? I can tell you the answer is more than likely no, unless he did something wrong and he's trying to make up for it. And he knows he has a lot of things to do to get back in her good graces. But the point for me bringing that up is to let you know that just because a man gets married does not mean he no longer wants sex. And when you meet a man, the entire interaction is about sex. Him talking to you, him presenting himself well, him showing you, telling you what he does, trying to figure out little things about you. All of those things are for him to make you feel comfortable being able to jump up and down on you. Last point I want to make is that there is not someone for everyone. I say that because women want the same small group of men. Women already outnumber men by the millions in the United States. So when she says that, it sounds like she's listening to the wrong person, because if she actually understood what the numbers were and what her chances are, she may attack or approach dating in a completely different way. Again, first by starting with the men that she's interested in. Second, by realizing that there is no perfect man. There is no perfect situation except that you say is perfect for you, and then being able to live that out. Now, what women continuously do is they ruin each other by giving each other horrible advice.
I'm obsessed with somebody. I'm like, okay,
But you are.
what can I do to like
another nigga
or like go on a date? You gotta get it out. You gotta get it off.
When you really like a guy, you have to another guy
by coming up with the most catchy phrase that throws women completely off the cliff, right? She said a few of them, but here on this channel, what I encourage men to do is adapt to what's going on and accept what women are doing. She said that men are only after her for the moment or the day or the date. There's a reason why. The wine is showing you or telling me, because I've been in that situation before where I'm just looking at that wine glass like, how I see her continuously sipping, but somehow is staying full or staying right at that level. How is this possible? Because I can see and I can hear that she is definitely tipsy or feeling the wine. But again, I want you guys to do what she said. Focus on your money, focus on your body, focus on your mind, focus on your spirit, focus on becoming something better, because women like her may not understand that she is in the number of women who may not actually get a man, especially if that man or that wife is not willing to share, meaning they trying to have just a relationship with just those two people. Women like her will be shut out, and she's attractive, but is she attractive enough for you to want to deal with that attitude? Let me know. Comment your thoughts under this video. If you made it this far in the video, please do me a huge favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, hype the video so more people can see it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.